How do guys? It's Luke at Luke's Affordable Paint Service coming at you with a request video. Somebody messaged me the other day saying I've bought some new Space Marines and they're already blue. I'm happy to have Ultramarines. He says, but I want to paint them really quick. I haven't got the patience or time to sit down and paint like you did in your speed painting video, which is fair enough. Even that level of painting is too much for some people. Completely get it. But if you're wanting to play a little game with your kids or friends and you just wanted a couple of colours on your model so they look okay, alright? I've thought about it and I thought this is the best way, especially with them already been base coated. You don't even have to go out and buy a primer. So I thought I'd quickly show you how you can paint a Space Marine in about 5 minutes. So arm's length on a table somewhere, it's going to look alright, okay? And guess what? You don't even need a brush. So I'll get the camera down and we'll crack on. Right guys, so I went out and I bought a blue model. I just bought the, I think it's the White Dwarf book, just so I could get this model to show you how to do it. I've quickly pushed them together, I've not even used glue. Now what we're going to do is going to be using Sharpies. There's plenty of videos showing you how to do metal work and stuff with Sharpies. The only Sharpie I couldn't find was a red one, which I wanted and I couldn't get it. But you'll get the gist with these. Okay, so first off, if you're going to be doing the gun, get your Sharpie. No primer because it's already blue. And just literally start painting the gun black. So just be careful around the hand as you don't want to go on the hand. And just literally start painting it all over the gun. So once I've got that done, Right guys, so once you've painted that black everywhere, now we're going to do the recesses, like in between the legs and on the back of him and everything else. Just paint that in with the black Sharpie. And what this does, it adds a bit of depth, you see. So if you're not going to wash the model, I mean we do later, I'll show you how to take it that bit further. It adds more depth to the model rather than just being complete blue. Okay, and get your silver Sharpie and do all the bits of the gun that you want to be silver. And as you can see, it covers so well and so easily. I'm going to paint all my models this way, as in metallic wise. I've bought Girlyman, which I'll probably do a how to paint video of Girlyman, and if I do, this is the way I'll be doing all the trim work. So stay tuned for that one. How quick that was. Literally, I think it was just over 5 minutes to paint a miniature. Alright. Bearing in mind, I've not done the purity seals or the eyes, which, you know, can be quite nice if you get them done. But if you haven't got the Sharpies or, you know, if you had a normal standard brush and some Ashanti bone, some red, you could do the eyes and the purity seals, and that's all you'd have to do. What I did as well is I just painted the little pouch on the back black. Now what I'm going to show you is how to take that a little bit further, because once you've done that, it'd be nice just to get a bit of shading done, wouldn't it? So what we're going to do is we're just going to paint the entire miniature with Nuln Oil, after we've just dotted a bit of red on the purity seal and a bit of Ashanti bone on the seals. If you can get Sharpies in cream and red, then get them. You know what I mean? If you want to do it really quickly, then do that. Be a bit cheaper as well. But if not, a couple of paints and a brush, you can start knocking together some decent looking miniatures for no time at all. Alright guys, so I'll just get the show you me painting them few bits on, and then we'll give it a wash, we'll let it dry, and then I'll show you what it's like at the end. Alright? Right guys, so get out a red paint. This could be a red paint from the craft shop, it could be anything. Alright, I paint the eyes with a fine brush, and I paint the purity seal, the wax bit anyway, and then get a cream. Now like I said, that can be anything from the craft shop as well, as long as it's cream. And just do that on the tassels of the purity seal. Then from that we get a black wash, which you could use Army Painter black ink. You could use any wash you've got. Alright, so try and make it as cheap as possible, and let's just bath that over the entire miniature, everywhere. Okay, and what that does is it accents the gold, it accents all the silver, it gets into all the recesses of the armour and makes it look brilliant. Guys, so 5 minutes to paint a Space Marine. Look at that. I mean, that looks pretty awesome for just the 5 minutes that I've spent on it. Oops, throwing it all over the place. But literally, do you know what I mean? As in, if you've got no hobby equipment, I mean, you haven't got any paintbrushes, you've not got anything. So starting out in the hobby can be quite expensive, especially if you're buying paints. Your metallic Sharpies, it's £3 for the 3 off eBay, alright? I mean, I went to a local shop and paid about £4.50, I think. But if you go on eBay, the £3, I'll try and find a link and put it underneath. A black Sharpie pen, you could possibly find one of them laying around at a mate's house. Or you could just go buy one for less than £1, okay? At a quid shop. Your red paint and your Ashanti bone, or you could get any, I mean, craft shop paint even, if you want to save, you could get them for £1 even, alright? And then to finish it off, a wash. I advise buying yourself a decent wash, like the Citadel ones or Army Painter ones, which are amazing. And I think the Army Painter one's about £2. So a little bit, just like spend a tenner and get a wash brush, and look what you can do. You could paint your army like that and be happy with it, okay? Like I say, it's not going to win you any awards, but that's a painted model, especially if you base it. It'll look better, okay, once it's based. So this will work for anything. If, say, for example, you've got grey miniatures, you'll have to buy a primer, a colour that you're going to do the miniatures in a spray can, which, depending if you can't get it in a cheap can, you might have to spend a tenner on a coloured can from like Army Painter. But then you've got to think, all your trim, Sharpies come in a range of colours. You could get a red one, blue ones, whatever, and do all your trims with Sharpies and just quickly knock an army out and just have it to a decent tabletop standard. Because I'm sick of taking people on that haven't got even a colour on the miniature. And it's because it's hard work with a brush. Whereas that, you saw how easy that went on. One coat, done. Do you know what I mean? So if you like this video, guys, like, share and subscribe and all that, but comment below. I never thought I'd do a video like that, but look, all you people that are brand new to the hobby and you've not got a tool, that is a cheap way of painting an array of miniatures, not only quickly, but cheaply, so you don't have to spend 50 quid on a paint set. Do you know what I mean? That is going to sort you out with a tabletop standard army, especially if you buy yourself some flock or just a bit of sand and PVA, and it'll just look 1,000 times better. Alright, guys? So thanks for watching. You can see how funny I find this. It's just hilarious. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you again for the next video. Any links to Sharpies and stuff, I'll try and find the cheapest I can and bang it in underneath for you. Alright, guys? Thank you very much, and I'll see you again for the next video.